Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. And now I'm gonna talk about my topic today is the topic for practice speaking is level A1. Why I choose to practice for my speaking English for level A1? I think that it start from my speaking English and that is make for my speaking English it's really simple for me. So the topic is smartphone. My smartphone is useful and unimportant for me. I usually use of my smartphone every day. Sometimes I always to call my family in my village because I have to get the information about my family so they still healthy and they still happy. And then sometimes I always use my smartphone for the apps is music. I always listen the music in the apps because I think that is really make happy for my life. And in the night I always to play the music for me in my smartphone. I always to listening the music instrument. The music is meditation for me because that is make my sleep it's so quietly. And then I always use of my smartphone to call my friend in the other place. My friend in the other place and a few place always talk with me, discuss about me and discuss about something. So I really excited use of my smartphone, and smartphone make my life is so useful because smartphone always to communicate with the other people in the other place. And then moreover I use my smartphone to call with my brother because I always discuss with my cousin and discuss with my junior. So the other topic for talking about something use smartphone with my junior. And then sometimes smartphone also make new friend for me because if I find a new friend in the other place I always ask his number phone and number WhatsApp. So after I meet my new friend in the night I always send the message for my new friend. Okay, and now I use of my smartphone record myself because in the smartphone have the app is the camera and have the app is the record. and then I use my smartphone to record myself if I have spent time to practice for my speaking English. Same like this video, I use my smartphone. I record myself in front of my handphone, and I always to edit my video with my smartphone. And then my smartphone also, sometimes I have a relax of time. I use my smartphone to find the new news. So in my smartphone, I try to find the news of the social, the news of the culture, the news of the politics, and then I use my smartphone watching the YouTube, watching the Facebook, and the other apps. I use the channel in my smartphone. So I usually use my smartphone watching in the YouTube, so I always have the way of to practice speaking English and how to make our pronunciation is really good in the apps of YouTube channel. So that is a lot of the YouTube channel for learn with me. And then there is the channel for me. I usually choose the channel is really good for me. And then I always read the news in the BBC, read the news in the Washington Post, read the news in the Conversation, read the news in the Jakarta Post for me. So I think in the news I use smartphone, I read the article about the education, read the article about the social politics, read about the article how to make ourselves it's important and to grow ourselves in my smartphone. So, and you have smartphone, and how the way to use your smartphone that is useful for me, and you just only handle or scrolling use the smartphone for you. I think you can face, and you have to thinking about the smartphone. It's really good for your life, because if you thinking about the smartphone is really good and give impact positive for your life, you have to start from now, because the smartphone give impact positive in your life and in your future life. Okay, and I have suggestion for you. You can make it simple for you if you use the smartphone in your dorm, if you have time to relax, if you have the leisure times. So that is all of the use of the smartphone that is useful for in your life and in your future life. So today I have advice for you. Don't forget useful for smartphone. That is okay, and that is make the process and to improve your life and a lot of the useful and impact positive for you. Okay, thank you.